Okay, I know I said I was gonna play. I know in the thumbnail it says, or like the title, it says, it makes a transit joke, but I'm not playing fucking transit. Fuck you. So this sorry, I just woke up. So really like weird, like pseudo hybrid video of like a story time plus like an actual like Black Ops 2 video, because I just really wanted to make a Black Ops 2 video. Can I not turn off my microphone?
No.
Oh shit. So the story I'm gonna talk about is I graduated high school pretty recently. And with that, I was a senior, and we was supposed to be going on our senior trip. Now I want to talk about just the sheer like fucking bombshell of a trip that was, because the whole story is just like insane. Well, not insane, but it's kind of funny, and I want to talk about it. So this was around. So this kind of like predates the whole entire year. This is like a whole entire like year shtick, right? So the senior trip was or if you don't know what a senior trip is, it's pretty much a trip for all the seniors, because seniors get all the good stuff. We got like campfires that juniors went on, which is kind of funny. So the senior trip didn't really happen the last year before because of funding. So our school was kind of, as we know, the whole like funding thing with the schools losing their funding and all that jazz, which sucks, obviously. But we really tried to, I guess the senior council really tried to get an actual like trip this year, and pretty much get everything that the seniors thing, like prom, all that shit. So the trip pretty much was, we were going to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. So I'm gonna explain pretty much the basic like trip that was supposed to be planned, right? We were gonna go to a bus, right? And then we were gonna go to these cabins. I know another class like would go on them for like another trip, but we were supposed to go there, and we were supposed to pretty much do whatever, and then hang out, and then next day go to the American Dream Mall, and then the next day, no, like the same day we were gonna go back to school to be thing. Well, not school, but, like school, so that we can be picked up, right? That was the main gist of the trip, right? So obviously, well, I guess not obviously, actually not obviously, because people are gonna complain no matter fucking what. People didn't want to go on a literal mall for their final senior trip, but they still tried. And so here's what already kind of starts, right? One of the I guess the main senior council member wanted to give a new idea for the senior trip by mixing prom and the senior trip, right? Which it was supposed to be like, okay, we go to the cabins, and we have our prom at the cabins, which it was kind of a cool idea on paper, like when you first listened to it, but the more you thought about it, you kind of noticed some kind of cracks, some sort of like cracks in the thing. So obviously, since we were like a less of a thing school, we shared our prom with a completely other school, or completely different school. So if we didn't do our prom pretty much with them, they wouldn't have a prom. So that was one thing. Also, we would also it was the thing of a lot of the girls who, okay, not I'm not saying this like in a like a fucking these fucking foids. No, but like seriously, girls take a bit longer to get ready in terms of like something like prom, like makeup, maybe even like nails, hair, like stuff like that. Guys just need to put on some fucking Axe body spray and like maybe a suit, then they're good. But they would have to do it at the cabins, or even like going to the trip with a face full of makeup, like drive 3 hours to New Jersey. Pretty much it was kind of like a just not the best idea, but like, you know, it was a pretty interesting idea. But in order to, you know, for some reason we still had a town hall meeting. Yes, a fucking town hall meeting for seniors on what we wanted to do, if we wanted the reimagined prom or reimagined senior trip, and literally no one fucking wanted it. And they even kind of knew that, because one of the kids was like, or like, yeah, no, like the main person who was setting up the senior trip, like the main student, because it wasn't like teachers, it was like students who like did do that work, which is kind of funny, I won't lie. But he was pretty much like, oh, we know you guys have some smart comments, so just keep them to yourself right now. When it's like, if you kind of know there's gonna be like smart comments, I feel like it's kind of redundant to, you know, even fucking try. I understand you wanted to like show like your idea, but still, I feel like if you kind of knew it was like, it wasn't the best, you kind of can't really get mad at people like making, obviously smart comments is like the best, but like you kind of knew people weren't like the best, and questions were gonna be asked. And I even asked a question that was like thing, and I saw him like get like visibly like annoyed, which is like, what the fuck did you expect? This is kind of a really random like idea, and this was one of those things where you kind of needed to ask a question to make sure that like you kind of know the big picture. So okay, so pretty much it was, no, we do not want to have a reimagined trip. We just want a normal prom and a senior trip. What's it called? Basically, not combined, right? So okay, cool, right? Next town hall meeting. The town hall meetings are gonna be very important in this story. So next thing was, remember when I said that some people didn't want to go to the mall, right? So someone randomly put a Google like form doc thing, right? And just emailed every single senior. It was like, who wants to go to Six Flags? Right? Mind you, we do not have the fucking funds to go to Six Flags. We're going to the mall because like it's pretty much thing, right? It's a lot, I don't want to say it's like a lot cheaper, but like it is, you know, not that bad. And I again, Refugee Mall is a pretty big mall, and I understand you don't want to go to a fucking mall for your for your last year trip, but honestly, it's kind of one of those things where you get what you get, you don't get upset, low key. I was taking way too much like faith in that S12. I'm not gonna lie. So we had to have an entire town hall meeting on. Well, oh wait, no. Okay, so for some fucking reason, I understand they wanted to be a troll, but someone else put in the fucking email, like commented on an email saying like, who wants to go to Disney World? Who want to go to Disney World? Like obviously joking but they literally said, do not comment or do not like interact with this, right? And I didn't proceed to fucking do that, which is the funniest shit ever. I don't care what it was. It was so fucking funny. Shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. So pretty much they had an entire town hall meeting on, I think like, if they should do it. No, I think it was pretty much like, or why they couldn't do it or whatever, or like, what they wanted to have for the different for the trip. I guess I don't know what it was because I didn't go to, because I thought it was so fucking stupid. Or like why they would have a town hall meeting for that. I'm just trying to buy some time for the box. Oh, nice, yes, hammer. Okay, dude, it's a hammer. Yeah, I didn't go to that town hall meeting. I literally just stayed inside my my classroom because I thought it was so fucking stupid that I was like, I'm not going to this. Literally someone was like, yo, we gotta go to town hall meeting. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not going to that shit. Alright, so next thing, right? There was a trip, pretty much, for a different class. right? And what and okay, so pretty much we had another town hall meeting, but this one was actually kind of like not serious, but this one actually gave a little bit of insight on the downfall of the whole thing, I would say, in my opinion. So pretty much it was shown or told that there will be no, actually I think it was told in the town hall meeting of the Disney World one, like the Disney World, but I don't remember. This was the beginning of the end, I would say, because now with the trip, there will be no more cabins.
Holy steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert.
Because there was a I don't know exactly what happened, right, or why there was no more cabins. It was just the teacher was like, yeah, I gotta back out. I can't, do the cabin part, because he was the main administrator for the cabin section of the trip, right? So I'm gonna guess what I'm gonna guess happened is something that's really fucking funny, and I still quote, and I still like reference this, and I'm gonna fucking reference this in this video because I don't give a shit. It's so funny. Pretty much, right? There was another trip going on, or that had happened, and what had happened was there was two students. Okay, so let me give a brief thing. What had happened was there was the cabins. It was the cabins that we were supposed to go to, right, for our trip. And it was two cabins, right, pretty much. It was separate gender cabins. One, it was boys and it was girls. Boys versus girls club, right? So what had happened was two people let another of the opposite cabin, right, let another person, a guy, sleep in the other cabin, in quote unquote the girls' cabin. So fucking stupid. So they let them sleep in the girls' cabin, and without the teacher's like knowledge or anything like that. Pretty much, really bad. They weren't supposed to like have that, because that's one, kind of not safe for a guy to just, as much as you know the guy, you never know a guy. As this is coming from a literal dude himself, you never know a guy, so you don't know what his fucking intentions were while he was inside those cabins, right? Not to say that every single guy is a literal, I didn't say that on YouTube, a toucher. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not to say every single guy out there is a toucher, but a good majority could be. So some I'm gonna guess a parent on the trip, right? I would say found out somehow, right? Maybe because there was other people inside each cabin, so maybe someone like snitched, maybe someone like said something, right? I don't know. I'm not in the fucking class. Oh, I wasn't in the fucking class. I don't fucking know. So what had happened was when he got in trouble, everyone's parents were, I would assume like everyone's parents, but most parents were called saying like, hey, this and this happened. We're gonna try for this to never happen again, I would assume. So I don't know the full call, but pretty much like, this happened. I'm sorry, girls' cabin, and I'm gonna guess that's what happened. It could have been something like a bit more private, but that's like just my fucking game theory on why there was no more cabins, and realistically, it's a pretty like realistic theory because the whole shit, there was more to the whole thing that I'm not gonna get into in this video, because that's kind of a whole different fucking video of whole stupidity. But you know, it's high school. You know, random bullshit happens. So pretty much no more cabins because the fucking girls' cabin. So this was kind of like the thing of like, oh, then like I don't want to fucking go because we're just going to the mall. Also, because the trip was, by the way, $68. $68 fucking dollars. And in order to, and those people were paying for the cabins, you know, food for the trip, pretty much all that jazz. But now without cabins, it's kind of like, what the fuck am I paying $68 for? I feel like if they brought it down to like maybe like 40, as much as like that's still kind of a lot, that's not the worst. I think even I would have like gone on a trip. It was like $40. I think $40 is a pretty reasonable price for a trip. For a trip of that caliber, because we are just kind of going to a mall. But since we didn't have the cabins anymore, they were like, okay, well, you guys can have $20 compensation. You guys can have a gift card for anything you want. When anything was fucking $20. So it's kind of like, I feel like instead of that, you should kind of have like do like a different like bundle of like, oh, you spend $20, you get $20 credit, or like, you know, you get $20 credit. And you know, the good stuff, right? But no, it was just like, you fucking god, not pay, just pay 40, and then you get to go on the trip. Maybe that's just my stupid brain just thinking like that would have been a lot better. Like, so we just make it $40 fucking dollars, but you know, whatever. I guess, and I don't know. Juggernog, we could just go to a different mall, like not as big, but like, you know, still go to a mall and like have. You know, my friend and even my mom like kind of was like, yeah, you know, I could just give you like the money of I'll give you for the trip and you could just use it at the other mall. And it's like, you know, like it makes sense. Like, I feel like if you're paying $68, you're not gonna have any money to actually go do anything inside the mall, because you're already getting like, you're already paying like $68. So like, you know, you're paying $68 to then proceed to have to pay more money for certain things. Granted, I think food was free. Like food was free given out, which, you know, which, you know, fair. So you wouldn't have to pay for food, but at the same time, you would have to be paying for, like, you know, whatever else you want at the mall. Because if you're gonna be at the mall, you're gonna be, you know, fucking shopping. So in the end, I think 9 people went. Someone got the ticket for free, right? But you know. 9 people were going. But I would say if the trip fucking happened. Week before. Actually, no, the week of, I would say. The week of, I think it was like Monday. It was revealed, it was announced that the trip was ultimately canceled. Because lack of, you know, attention, not people not wanting to go. And I remember one of my friends was actually pretty upset about it. It was like, hey, like I really wanted to go on this trip, and then the person who like was coordinating it, he was like, well, just blame the fucking seniors. Like, you know, you guys should have like, you know, banded together and thing. And you know, I completely understand that. Yeah, you know, it was a senior trip, and the seniors could have like thing. I kind of understand both sides as of thing of like, you know, seniors, if they wanted a trip, they should have like thing. But also at the same time, I do kind of understand people and why they didn't want to go, because, you know, it's kind of just a mall. It's kind of just a mall. But also at the same time, which I find funny, the person who the person who was like coordinating the whole trip, wasn't going on his own fucking trip. Like, he was literally like, as they would say like, oh, are you going on a trip? And he was like, no. So he wasn't going on his own fucking trip. Actually, nobody pretty much was gonna go on the trip, so they just outright canceled it. Which, honestly, I understand. I understand why it was canceled. Pretty much, no one was gonna really go. It was kind of like, it's kind of just a waste of money. You know, at least we had a prom. You know, prom was cool. And like, I would honestly, if one thing was to get canceled, I would much rather it be the same trip than something like prom, because I feel like prom is like a lot more like important than just like, you know, a senior trip. As much as like a thing, if the fucking girls' cabin situation didn't happen, then maybe it would have been better. But you know, whatever. I expected to fucking die already. Well, I guess we can like extend the video with we can just go until I die. So we can just keep talking. You can just talk to big old amigo man. Would you like that? Would you like that? I say as I'm like stroking your beard. If you're a woman, just pretend you have a beard. I know this video is literally about the senior trip, but I just want to also get this off my chest. This fucking collection right here of Black Ops 2 being in PS5. The only reason I bought it was because me and my brother was gonna play it, like play online zombies. But this fucking collection is not collection, but like this bundle is so fucking stupid. I hate it so much. Making you pay like what? How much is it? It's like $40 without $40 without PS Plus is so stupid. I don't know why it's so expensive for a little like 13-year-old game. Like it's so dumb. I don't know why it's like that. Listen, I love Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2 Zombies. I love Black Ops 2 just in general. It's a great game. It's a fun game. But I don't think it's worth $40 fucking dollars. It's a 14-year-old game. Going down in price? Aw. Games should honestly be going down in price whenever it's like a really old game. It should not be this fucking much, dude. It's so stupid. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. I'll keep playing. I won't lie. But yeah, Black Ops 2 should not be $40. That's so stupid. I don't know why it's like that. At the very least, it should be like 20. I feel like both games should be like 20. And then still, and even then, if you're having to pay 40, like you should at least include the DLC. Because that's my main gripe. It doesn't include the DLC. Like it doesn't include the zombie DLC. You have to still pay for that separately. I don't know why it's like that. Die, you foul beast! Die, you foul beast! Die, you foul beast! Oh, I got more ammo. Originally, this video was gonna be me actually playing like just Black Ops 2 in general. Like I was gonna play multiplayer and all that, but then I played zombies, and it kind of reminded me of. I can play like a little bit of zombies, and I realized I can record zombies now, and I kind of remind me of like those fucking like Luna videos. Where like you were like, hey guys, Austin here at Fair Luna. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how like sex, perk 30s, and now I use AI on my videos. So you know, I just wanted to give like a little story time. But you know, this is just a video of me actually like playing fucking zombies. So you can't really say that it's a video of it's kind of a story time, but it's not really. It's actually me playing fucking Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2. Careful. You know, I feel like FaZe Jev. When he was just like randomly in his Call of Duty videos to talk about how he will touch himself. Classic Jev. That's funny because like we'll say I'm like very decent at video games. Like I'm never like very professional level, but I'm never very like bad. I'm always just like decent at games. Oh, ray gun. Like I would say if I was to play like. If I was to get like really into like a fighting game, I would always be decent at it. I'm never like amazing at fighting games or something like that. I'm always just like very decent. Like one game I would say is like Guilty Gear. I'm not. Where am I? I'm not good. I'm not bad at Guilty Gear, but I'm not amazing either. I'm like I said, I'm just very decent at Guilty Gear. What the fuck? I'm more of like a casual hardcore consumer. I would say like I will go to a hardcore show and like you know I would ding, but I wouldn't mosh. I would just be like on the sidelines. I would be like, huh, very good music. Exquisite music. I really like the guitars. And again, I'm not fucking like moshing. I'm not like punching someone in the head. Just like no, I'm just like in the corner, just like good. Kind of like when I went to Machine Girl. I went to like a Machine Girl concert, which was awesome, by the way. It was like last year though. Not even. Yeah, it was like last year. Really awesome concert. I would say like if you want to go to a Machine Girl concert, do it. It's fun. But like, I wasn't like in the middle or like in like the crowd. I was just like, I was more like on the, because it was in the Boston. I was in Boston. I forgot where it was. It was like some show. I remember fucking Wu-Tang was also there. It was like not like the same day, but like Wu-Tang was also gonna perform there. I don't listen to Wu-Tang. It was because my fucking dad was gonna go there, but then he bailed out. Both Machine Girl, like I was just kind of in the back, like like still watching like the performance, but like just not really, like not in the middle. I wasn't a true hardcore fan. I didn't want to go to more concerts. Like I would go to maybe like Waxectomy, or who else? Who else would I go to? Maybe like Fentanyl. I would go to Fentanyl concert. Probably be very sweaty though. I don't know why. I feel like I picture like Fentanyl fans just very sweaty for some reason. Like, it's very greasy. Not even like greasy, just sweaty, just wet. Like you meet a Fentanyl fan and just like you shake their hand, it's just like weirdly wet, and then you look up, they're just moist. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know how people get. I wonder what's like the highest round for farm, because like it's an ass map. You don't get shit here. Because I believe there's no pack punch. Yeah, there's no like pack punch here. I've played this map multiple times and I've never seen pack punch, so I'm gonna get no fucking pack punch. It's like, wait, I gotta like knife this 5 times and then I spin around and then I get pack punch. I like very, like fast, loud music. Like see actually more Reru. Yeah. I would like to see more Reru, but I think they'll like only really play in Japan, and I'm in fucking Connecticut. It's just like, so let's say 2 worst places. The 2 most quiet places in the world. Japan, Connecticut. Actually, hold on. This low-key made me play. I don't fucking die. No! Game fucking sucks. Anyways, I just want to go to a frick convention. That's it. That's the end of the video. Bye. Bye.